it's like the Portland of Texas. And then I got there and I was like, this is very Texas. But not so
Hmm.
much Portland. Like,
Yeah, but you also lived in Texas. You should have expected that. The Portland of
yeah,
Texas
I
should
don't
not.
know.
It should have leaned way harder Texas in your mind than Portland.
Well, it does now that I've been there. Yeah, like
The Portland of Texas is Kansas City.
Probably pretty close.
All right. So, what do some of you remember from last time?
So I remember rolling max hit dice and being full health.
Oh.
The bell tower guy, the father, what's his face, hung himself on the bell tower.
Oh right, yeah. We
Oh,
tried. We tried our best.
yeah, you guys ended up bringing him back and then killing a son, and then out of depression after you guys left, he hung himself. Well,
Oh,
you
yeah.
inferred he hung himself.
Why did we bring him
Yeah,
back?
Well, you're gonna have to ask Jake because he made that decision.
look,
Okay.
I don't know what anybody else knows about it, but I did already reveal something else brought him back,
Mm.
and we sacrificed the vampire to do so, and I regret it.
Yeah,
That's
it
literally
The
seemed
pretty much
like a
vampire
divine.
spawn is dead, and also so is his
vampire
father. That's the
spawn.
situation.
Correct.
Yes. So something powerful enough to just insta kill the vampire spawn without even being there? Question mark.
Mm.
Yeah, I think out of character, I think we know what happened. In character, I regret my choices, and yeah, we're deciding whether we want to stay the night at what's his name, Ismark's house, which runs the possibility of Strahd showing up, or travel on the in the woods at night. Neither of which is a good option.
No, and
And
I think we had already kind of negotiated, and we spoke for you, assuming that you were going to be very against the idea of potentially running into Strahd. So I think we settled on short rest real quick and then bailing in the dark. But I mean, we can redo that. I'm fine with
No,
either.
no. I mean, I think Leor would be like, "There's always a chance of running into Strahd," and I would rather take my chances where he doesn't maybe know where we are exactly.
Oh,
and
yes.
and
Um,
we did attempt to shop, but the prices were egregious, and that was the deal.
10 times. 10 times what they should have been.
My character
Or
sheet says
more.
that I have 190 gold, but that feels like a lot.
That might be
That feels like
party
too
gold.
much.
let me look up real quick.
Nope,
Well, I think the difference is
sounds high enough to be accurate to me.
you got teleported here, and so you had your normal starting belongings. Where I guess when we got teleported here, whatever, like we were stripped. We were like completely naked almost. No
Yeah, no,
weapons, anything.
I did not. I just started with a dagger because I got teleported in my sleep, so I wasn't like fully equipped. I had a sleeping bag when I showed up.
So I have 57 for the party gold, though that could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe what happened is I accidentally started with starting gold that I shouldn't have had.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's probably it.
57 does sound more reasonable.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my character sheet down to 57.
And we didn't buy anything at all, right?
Yeah, we didn't
Right.
buy anything. I think we marched out of there with screw you guys, going home. Don't like these prices.
Yeah, that
We
was
do have
absurd.
more items of value, so I think we total had, if we could catch what they're worth, we had more like 100 something, I believe. But that's, like I said, some of that's wrapped up in items that we need to
I'm gonna
sell.
create a new channel saying loot to help keep track of that because I feel like that would be useful.
Yeah, super
Yeah, that would
useful.
also be a good way to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do we still have access to this merchant, or was that separate from where we are now?
You'd have to walk down to him, but it's like this where the sun's at. It's probably a bit in the afternoon now, maybe getting close to evening. So Kind of realistically, your choice is to start traveling, and you're going to have to basically camp out on the road, or stay the night at the inn, or stay the night at the burgermaster's house. And actually, you could probably, from what you've heard, Alinus thinks that you can make it to the encampment of Vistani in one day without having to break.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just real quick, how far out of the way did you say the shop was if we were leaving?
It's in the town square, so you'd have to backtrack a little bit. But if you're leaving now, I'd say maybe like 20 minutes to get there, and then 20 minutes to get back out of town. Since the burgermaster's house is on the south side of town, and you're leaving on the south side.
Okay. Well, I had two thoughts for the group to ponder. The first was I'm kind of tempted to just steal crap from that place, but I feel like maybe we discussed that and decided it was a bad idea. And then second was I think the chances of I remember why I decided pittance and a rope weren't worth it, and that's because the rope was so much money, and pittance are like pretty much useless without a rope. But the pittance are only 5 silver pieces because they're such a basic tool. So like we could get 2 pittance for 1 gold piece, which would probably be worth it because we will probably find a rope at some point. But without the rope, we don't have a rope, right? Because that would be super convenient.
I don't.
I know where a rope is.
Let me check inventory.
That was a really dark joke.
Oh, yeah, just got it.
If
If he can find one, surely we can.
So I assume, like in character, you guys are discussing on what to do as well.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there real quick.
Irina steps forth and says, "We should just stay the night. We can take this risk. It's not worth staying on the lonely path past Barovia. I do not want to camp out in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere."
I disagree, but I don't want to disagree with her because I don't know. But I think we should leave, and I think she has to come with us.
I believe I can talk Strahd down somewhat and get more time.
Well, that's not going to go well at all.
Could you remind me why he's coming back? Because you guys led a revolt against him and he's mad now? Is that
He's trying to
roughly the
marry
situation?
Irina.
Oh,
I rebuffed his marriage proposal, and in response, he killed my father. Maybe
Yeah.
a much longer story than that, but
So you can
essentially.
see how eminently reasonable he is.
Yeah, I mean, it's only going to escalate from there.
is he one of those incels I've heard of?
Ismark is a complete other side. He's like, we need to go. Absolutely, we need to go.
I'm with Ismark.
Same.
Irina just plops herself on the bed. She's like, you will have to fucking drag me out of this house.
I think we can manage that.
Better on your own 2 feet.
Ismark goes, no, we're not dragging my sister and essentially kidnapping royalty. That seems a little bit much.
Well, what's the alternative? We just leave her here to fend for herself? Like, we can't just be... We also can't be held hostage by one pouty girl sitting on a bed.
Well, Strahd cannot enter our house without consent. So we still have that protection.
Norbert's just quietly getting his things together.
Yeah, that protection only lasts as long as your house does, right? Like I've seen the claw marks on the walls, right? If a wall falls in, your house is not going to protect you from Strahd.
He will not kill me to get to me.
But what about the rest of us?
Yeah, and I think he will. Like I think like someone being dead won't necessarily be a deal breaker for Strahd, but I'm not
He does have his ways.
All right, I'm all packed up and ready.
great. Same. Get out of here.
Yep.
Irina, what can we do to convince you that we are able to face the wilds of Barovia?
Look, you don't think we make it a couple hours outside of Barovia that he won't find us anyway? Do you think we can actually hide from Strahd? We're better off
Honestly,
just
that was
facing
kind of
him.
my thought.
Whoa, we're doing the opposite of hiding. We are running. Two completely different strategies.
Mhm. If it comes down to facing Strahd, I don't want to do that with a dagger and just the pajamas I'm wearing. So I think it would be better not to do that tonight.
Well, then you can go without me.
Isn't
Only
the
we
whole
had
point of
rope.
going with her?
Well, I mean, if we want Ismark to pay us for escorting them, then yes, we can't get that without escorting somebody. But there's also we could just get paid by continuing to live. I'm all for that, and we could just leave on our own and continue to live.
But we think this person's the target, right, Ismark?
No, Irina.
Oh,
Wait,
but the people here, like,
Ismark's paying you?
Well, I mean, not if you die.
How much is he paying you?
Um, I don't. Did we discuss that?
Aaron, how much is he paying us?
I think he offered you 20 gold? Or no, he offered you 20 gold for transport of Ismark's father, and he didn't actually. I think he said 100 gold to get you to Valaki.
Right. Your brother very badly wants to see you safe and out of the clutches of Strahd. He thought that we could be helpful with that, but if you are insistent on staying upon this bed until you die, then clearly we cannot help, and so we will not be getting paid anything.
wait, was this person not willing to leave with us if we waited till tomorrow?
She just wants to stay here. She's not willing to leave the city at all.
Okay, my bad. I thought we were just talking about tonight versus tomorrow.
I thought just tonight.
Why don't you go hide somewhere else in the city and come back in the morning and pick me up if you're so afraid of Strahd showing up?
Yeah, that
Or
was
you
my
go on your
exact
own.
pitch I was gonna make. Was like, if that's the deal breaker here, we could just stay somewhere else if we're worried about Strahd specifically targeting her, so that we're not there if Strahd does show up. But then if she's right and Strahd doesn't show up, then we can pick them all up and go on our way.
But
Would
if you stay here, I have the smallest bit of leverage. I'll triple the amount that my brother gave you to just stay with me.
We paying up front?
She has the bag ready and just like plops it on the ground up front.
So that's what, 60 gold up front?
300 gold, all of it.
300 gold. 300 gold,
What?
guys. That's almost enough to deal with that ridiculously priced dude.
I'm not gonna lie. Norbert's a little bit swayed.
I'm not that worried about the money. I'm worried about making sure we handle this the right way.
Yeah, I'm a rogue, so
All right.
naturally convinced by money.
Norbert's got anime dollars in his eyes.
Just to be clear, I think the right way involves taking the money because that seems like a good plan. Not about the money is all I'm saying.
So your options are you go hide somewhere, come back in the morning, and you get 100 gold. You stay, possibly confront Strahd. Well, no, he will. He will show up. And as scary as that sounds, I think we will make it. Just do not insult him. Do not insult him, please. And I think we would make it. Or you guys can just go to Valaki on your own, and I'll figure things out. Like, I don't even want to leave anyway, really. I'm only doing this at Ismark's request, so I feel like I have all I'm calling all the shots here because this is a favor to him.
Okay, can you elaborate on the if he shows up, we'll probably be fine thing? You seem to have an idea of how this is going to play out in your head.
I don't think he wants to hurt me, as strange as that sounds, and that gives him pause. That's about all I have.
And you're willing to potentially bet your life on that belief.
I'm betting my life every day. What is
But you're also betting all of our lives on your belief that he's not going to, because he doesn't want to hurt you, he's also going to spare all of us? Or are you just not worried if he does kill us? Then you don't have to pay us.
It's
Still confused why we think this guy's such a jerk. I mean,
who is this? Who is what?
Don't mind him. He gets confused sometimes. Hit his head on the way out of the, death manor that we were in. So
Hey, I've never seen that much money up front before, so I got a little bedazzled. But it does make it more enticing. But I'm up for whatever everybody else is. I like the woods.
Yeah.
I don't mind the woods. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold, though. I've never seen that much gold, though. I'm just saying.
If we are getting paid up front, though, I want to go get pittance and pitting all the doors shut. Might as well use some of that upfront money to help us.
So you were agreeing to stay.
Well, I think some of us are in favor.
Yeah, I opted a neutral vote. So.
Yeah, I can easily be swayed, but if in the absence of other people voting, would probably say take the money. I think my dude is the least knowledgeable about Strahd, and he's clearly picking up on how incredibly sincere some of the other people's fear is.
very, very sincere. I'm still just unsure who this guy is. But I think we can just stay. That sounds fine. But one final suggestion. What if we all stay in the town, but maybe somewhere else?
no, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, okay.
They've got protection magic here, and the rest of the town is relying on having pleasant dreams at night to keep them safe. I don't think going elsewhere is a good idea.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
All right, well, I guess we're decided then.
I didn't know. I thought we only had. I thought we only had 2 votes in, so I didn't know.
So Lior, can
Yeah.
you make a religion check for me?
Yeah. 19.
Nice.
You feel a sudden pressure in your mind, like the weight of a dense fog curling through your thoughts. Your party members around you, and the lady Irina and Ismar kind of like fade into a blur. Still frustrated that they don't seem to be like treating this figure as this dangerous figure as they should. you blink, and in the space between breaths, you hear a voice, like a smooth, coaxing, like layered within, like eerie resonance. Little songbird, like just a whisper almost, weaving through your mind like silk over thorns. Barovia is not a place for one who stands out, who gleams so brightly under Strahd's dark gaze. Wouldn't it be safer to blend in, to be unseen by his piercing eye?
Do I
Has
recognize
one
this
eye.
voice?
No, you've never heard this voice.
Okay. So I would ask, who are you? Like in my mind though, not talking out loud and looking crazy.
Yeah. Who I am is not important yet. Just know that I am an ally against Strahd, and I can offer you a gift. A disguise woven from the shadows. You will walk through Barovia unnoticed, concealed from even his sight. For a small price, of course, just a sliver of loyalty, a token of your trust in me. Um, and as you give a moment to think about it, immediately all the surroundings around you sort of like zoom out a great deal, and you are in a thick pit of like black mud sinking. And
Ugh.
you're sinking, and all you see above you is darkness and a single branch covered in thorns. And you keep sinking as the branch lays out before you, almost asking to be grabbed.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna grab it. I'm not gonna sing.
And you hear the voice again saying, "Oh, so you accept." And you grasp around the branch, the thorns pierce through your hand, and you try to scream, but you can't. And you're back in your party around um uh around the rest of the party members in the mansion. They're still talking, and it almost like comes back into focus. Everything does, the sounds, but you feel a slight weight just tug at your side.
All right. I want to check out my hands and see if they're at all impacted from the branch that I just grabbed onto. That would be probably a visible thing that the party could notice me doing.
You look at your hands, and they seem perfectly fine.
Okay. And then looking at my side where I felt the weight, what do I see there?
You see a wooden mask.
Cool. What's the mask of? Is it like a human face or?
So it is a wooden mask, and it looks like it has like a wide open mouth, almost like a person screaming, but it's very basic. It looks like it was just carved by like a child, almost.
Cool.
Think of the mask from like the Jim Carrey movie, The Mask, but it was like much more rough and like quickly made instead of like the tight edges.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. What's the party up to?
Yeah, are you okay there? Or you look like you had a bad acid trip.
I'm fine, thanks.
All right, just checking.
What's acid?
That's something,
Sir.
mostly known to the thieves' camp.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
All right. Well, have you all decided? I'm exhausted.
We can stay.
All right.
All right. Okay. Well, we probably have a few hours before dark, so do what you need to do. I would be back before dark though, because that's presumably when he would show up if he did. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in my room and try not to freak out.
Hey, real quick. So, do we want to set up like a perimeter in the other rooms so like we're out of sight, but at the same time, like ready to help?
No, that wouldn't. That's not. No point. We boarded the windows
So
and the doors.
you just to be clear, you do not expect us to show ourselves for that 300 gold that you paid us if Strahd does come. We're hiding.
Oh no, I expect you to be with me as a group so that we'd have a united front and make us seem more annoying to him to deal with.
Okay.
But to hide from him is a pointless thing anyway. No one can hide from Strahd.
Yeah, I thought you were saying it'd be pointless if we were present because we're so I don't know, not a threat.
I think it's pointless either way. Should we go shopping?
Yeah, I'm down. I want to get pittance. That's all I really care about. If we're really feeling like spending a lot, then rope and pittance. But pittance weren't absurdly expensive, and they can really help, I think.
I would like to stay awkwardly close to Irina.
Okay. Irina's gonna stay at the mansion.
In
Yeah,
fact,
makes sense.
Bildreth kind of hates my family, so as long as you don't let him know you associate with us, you'll be okay.
Do you think we can talk him into a discount if we tell him we hate your guts?
Yeah, we got the list stuff here of his goods from 1022.
I mean, if you could get him to like you, I guess. Did he not? Did you already see him?
What about this? Is there anything that we could take of yours just to prove how much we dislike you to him? Like say that we stole something that was valuable to you, and then we won't sell or anything. We'll just give it back to you, but it'll just be like, oh, you would never part with this, and we'll just borrow it for like half an hour.
Not. I don't like the guise of this proposition, but also, even that he doesn't like me, I don't think he would like you admitting to being a thief in a shop.
What if I challenged you in a way that was honorable and still bested you in a way where you had earned your humility?
So, I don't like. All of this seems very disrespectful to me at some point.
I'm just trying to get this guy to pay a reasonable price. And you're right, it's pretending to be disrespectful to you. The fact that I'm asking you if I can do it is quite respectful to you.
I don't like the idea that other people think it's okay to be disrespectful to me.
Well, it's not. That's why this guy'd be giving us a discount for it, because we've done something that other people, can't
I
do.
think I don't like any of this. I think you can do this without my help.
All right.
All right, shall we?
Shopping montage.
But still, we should be judicious because it is such a ripoff. Like, get what we need, but let's not just go happy-go-lucky because we have money, because I have a feeling somebody is going to charge more reasonable prices at some point.
You guys make your way back into town, into Bildreth's mercantile.
I stay behind.
He sees you guys walk in and like, oh great, here come Ismark's pole bears again. What do you guys want?
I would like 8 pittance, please. And can you only charge me for 4?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll take 8 pittance.
All right, that'll be 40 silver pieces.
Is that actually what it is?
Yep.
Five
Yes.
5 silver pieces per pitten.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, cool. I give that to you.
All right.
Not cool. You gouged me, but it's okay. It is acceptable.
Out of character, team, how valuable do we think that map/scroll case would be?
No.
Are we just talking about a plain normal one that's not special?
Well, like
Because
map
I've
of,
seen those.
I was
Oh,
thinking like
this-
map of town versus map of Barovia.
But it's not the map, it's a case to keep it in. It's like to
Oh, okay.
prevent your maps and scrolls from like being damaged by fire and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay. Thank you for that.
And
I read it as both.
I've seen those be used super creatively, but it's only I feel like if you have the existing need. Like I've like a flashlight, like casting a light spell on like a rock or something and dropping it inside the scroll case. So then you have an angled light that you can cover up with your hand, so you're not giving away your position as you come around corners.
Oh, that's
But
fine.
yeah, I don't think unless you have an actual need in mind, it's worth it.
I
Given
was
that we
being,
have no maps or scrolls, I think we can
How-
go without it.
I was just being a noob and thought the map came with it.
You do have the deed to the windmill. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
If you
also
want.
like then we know nobody else has it, so we could just move in, and it's not like somebody's going to be able to challenge us in case we lost the deed to, or yeah, the deed to the windmill. Like I'm not really looking forward to having a drawn out legal battle over the legal title of this thing in D&D.
All right.
That's what
Uh,
I'm here for.
So are in terms of format, are we going for like full party purchases or combination of full party purchases plus singular purchases? We got what,
Because it's
300,
a
300
ripoff.
gold?
I mean, do what you want, really. I like if you want to split it up per person and you can spend that much if you feel like it's warranted, then I'm fine with that. But because it's such a ripoff, my approach is going to be as minimal as possible, which is why I'm just getting the pittance. I'm not even getting the rope necessarily that goes with the pittance because I'm hoping I can find a rope at some point.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I was staring at the rope a little bit. Okay.
I would be fine with getting a rope, especially if other people wanted to support the purchase of a rope.
I'm not getting a rope. There's nothing in this store that Leor needs, so
I'm not even there.
you could always bide your time to wait for another store. Save your money.
Yeah, but pittons are something I like to use a lot,
I know.
especially as a crafty
I-
rope.
I mean, you might as well get the rope. No one else is getting anything.
The thing is, like narratively, I'm like so adamant about these pittons, but I've never once actually known that it had a useful benefit. I'm like, oh hey, I really secure this thing with pittons. And then like, we roll and then I pass or fail. I have no idea if it has ever accomplished anything in any roll I've done.
Oh,
It's the vibe.
Yeah. It should make a difference because, physics wise, you're using force multipliers.
It's what
per,
they're for.
per this campaign, we're not worrying about rations, are we?
Only till
We
you're
have good
dead.
berries.
I should have not said nothing.
We do have good berries.
I think that they will be maybe when you're traveling, and that's probably the only time.
The only two
But-
things that were jumping out at me, depending on how the campaign was going to unravel, was like the rations and maybe maybe some candles.
Honestly, for the survival mechanisms of rations, I would assume that with the good berries and the fact that you can maybe scrounge for stuff, I'm just gonna kind of hand wave that. But everything else, like sleeping conditions and light, all that sort of thing, I'm gonna still want you to have.
So we're gonna get
but
totally boned by not buying bedrolls, is what you're saying.
We
We
have
were
might.
rolls.
told.
Yeah,
You
we
do
got
have
We were
bedrolls.
told. Yeah.
Okay.
And
But-
on the rations, I think it's totally fair to bring it up later, but also for this upcoming trip, we're going with some like rich
Yeah, I was
Richie
thinking that too.
Riches.
It doesn't really matter that much.
Dolphy
So-
Fest.
So just to knock this out early, so that it doesn't have to be addressed in the future, so like whetstones, we don't have to sharpen our blades.
I mean,
Yes or no?
I thought. I mean, even honestly,
I
like I don't
sharpened
think
mine
it's
with my
gonna.
mind.
I don't think it's gonna affect it that much. Like realistically,
Okay.
Maybe if you do something that is gonna like dull your blade and in a really like intense way or something like that, then you
That's
But
fair.
how much do those cost? I feel like that's normally just something that's like when you long rest, you take care of those little tiny maintenance things.
I'm looking at stupid cheap
Well,
stuff
you gotta have the equipment.
and asking
Yeah,
questions.
It is a
but
good
like,
right. Yeah, I mean the overall question is how pedantic is the DM? Like
Basically. And really, the last thing, like in terms of cost effectiveness, is like how much light source do we have on hand as a party? Because I mean, candles and torches are fairly well priced, even for
I
this
could-
guy.
also
I could
most of you have
switch to a
like
cantrip for that.
dark vision.
That's fair.
yeah, most of us have dark vision. And then yeah, did you say you have a cantrip? If you got the cantrip light, then it's not worth spending money on at an inflated rate.
I could
Even if
switch
it's
to
remotely
something
affordable.
for that as of like tomorrow, in game tomorrow.
I
Also,
think
like-
I think I'm all good on shopping questions. I'm good. I don't need to buy anything.
Yeah,
Sure
we
you don't
got
want smoke?
firebolt, and I feel like firebolt plus a stick. I mean, does that not work?
Per rules, it does.
hey, do
Yeah,
we still
so-
have a mysterious orb that we like clutched out of a statue? Do you remember that?
It was something like
You
that.
did. I don't think you took that. I think
Zara
that.
put it in his bag.
Oh yeah, I remember. He palantired it though. He didn't touch it.
Oh yeah. I did. I wrapped it up because I was worried. I was worried it was a
Right.
Palantir type deal.
I do remember this
Yeah,
as
and he
well.
did briefly get the sense that he was being watched when he put it in his bag.
Yes, which I shared with everybody, and then never really thought of again, either in character or out of character.
That happens so often.
But that's how
That
I
was
am
like
in
a
real
ring
life
I
too.
gave you once.
I'm just doing a mental inventory of all the spooky shit our party has.
So yeah, that was that. Yeah, you're right. You did put that in your bag. The orb.
What's it worth? Does this guy want it at the shop?
Yeah, I do. I want to see what the shopkeeper's reaction is if we try to
Yes.
sell it.
That was
I'm
more I
not
was
there,
going
but
for.
I think we might play that one close to the chest. I ain't there though. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, but we also don't know what we have, and his reaction would probably at least give us a hint.
So do you pull it out barehanded?
No. If I'm going to be smart enough as I'm snatching it in my loot to, like, not touch it, I'm not going to be all ridiculous pulling it out.
So you pull it out, and I guess wrapped up in a cloth, and Bildrath just looks at you and goes, what are you doing now? What is this?"
Oh, I like warmed him up to it before just yanking out of the bag. Like, oh, we got this orb thing.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty, seems pretty enchanted, like enchanted AF. You want to see this bad boy?
Sure. Show me your big ball.
Okay, then I start to pull it out. Yeah.
And you pull it out, and it just looks like a boulder.
It looks less cool than it did when I put it away.
Correct.
Ooh.
Oh, it only reveals itself sometimes.
Is this
Boulder.
No, I promise. Do an inside check on me, bro. I promise it's good.
Oh my god, who are these guys? Are you really trying to sell me a fucking rock?
It's not just a
Well,
rock, man. That's what it looks like. It's
If we
camouflaging itself.
were, if we were, would you buy it?
No.
Let me tell you about this little game that they've invented 3 towns back. It's called bowling. All right, this thing here is the future.
He just like sighs and then puts his head in his hands. He's like, what the fuck is this?
You don't know like detect magic? Really, little shopkeeper don't know detect magic?
Okay, maybe we just call our losses on the bowling
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, no, that's fine. If it looks like a boulder and he doesn't, think it's anything more,
If you want to
that's totally fine.
pay me to dispose of your extra rock, I will do that.
We could just
No,
dispose of it
man.
on your foot,
Yeah.
man. Sorry. Okay, I'm
We
sorry.
are
I'm
we
not
are
being rude to
quite
the shopkeeper. We can go.
no, we are very happy keeping our magic rock to ourselves, and you can miss out on this opportunity. That's fine. Thank you for the pittance. Good day, sir.
Have a good one.
Okay. Are we doing
Um,
anything else before evening, or was that the only task
Well,
we
I'm
were gonna
using
accomplish?
the pittance to extra barricade all of the doors and anything that
Perfect.
Did we
is
buy a rope?
openable. No,
Did
no,
we
no.
buy
But
a
with doors or windows, you can pitten like into the frame, like to stop it from being raised or opened. Like a door shimmy wedge thing, like what you'd use to prop a door open, but to
So
extra prop it closed.
so
But also,
all of the doors besides the front door and all of the windows are all boarded up. Just FYI already.
like
Okay.
hella boarded.
Well,
Like
on
you can barely see out the windows.
how do we get in now?
The front door is the only thing that was not barricaded.
Okay, well, I'm pitting in the crap out of that one.
Did anything of note occur while they were gone? I
Oh,
focused on Irina, but
while you were gone,
I mean, no need to make anything up. Just
so
keeping an eye.
while they were gone, essentially you just watched Irina clothe herself in her room and have basically muffled screams, like short muffled cathartic screams over and over, and that's essentially it.
Okay.
Sounds healthy.
Yeah, part of me wants to be like, I really tried to interrupt that, but no, I'm not. No, we're good. That would not be hospitable of me.
Oh yeah, Sarah Lolly is always watching.
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah,
to
when your
barge
host
in on
bursts,
someone's. Yeah.
your host just starts screaming. It's definitely not a call for help. You should definitely not ask them if they are okay.
Well, he said cathartic screaming, so I get the
She's
vibe.
got a vent. Yeah, she's good.
I got like a 14 whiz.
When we go back, I would like to go to the room that I slept in and examine this mask.
So you think here. Are you using any like spell on it, or are you just wanting to look at it?
Yeah, I mean, start with just looking at it. It's like I assume it's attached to my belt or something, right? Since it just like showed up at my side, or
Yeah, it's kind of just like it ended up being like attached to your belt, to your things.
Okay.
Do a perception check.
Okay. 18.
Wait. Do a passive investigation.
God damn it. You notice very subtle details in the mask's like craftsmanship that seem odd for such a plain item. The wood's like an unnatural shade, like a dark ashy brown that
Mhm.
seems to just absorb the light around it. Like you can discernibly see things near it get darker. The the grains of wood kind of swirl in strange patterns that resemble closed eyes, giving a eerie, dormant expression. Edges uneven, like carved like a child, I guess. Unsteady hand, and you can you give it like a sniff test, and it smells like faintly like something metallic, like old blood.
Okay.
And when you, and
Go
you
ahead.
also can feel that it's slightly warm to the touch.
Okay. I want to put it on.
Um.
Roll a new
So
character.
I feel like Lior would put it on. So
Yeah, you seem theaterish.
So when you put it on, you notice that do you already have dark vision?
yes,
Um
secretly.
okay. So this will increase your dark vision by 30 feet.
Okay.
So whatever you already have, it will increase it by 30.
Mm-hmm.
And also putting it on, you feel can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, it's gonna get
Ooh.
stuck. And they're gonna be like, why are you putting our shit on?
This is gonna be like that Goosebumps episode. You can feel it like spiritually tug against you. Like you can feel like it's just very small tug, not against like your face, but just like against you as a person, like as a bond.
Okay.
Um, so let's see if there's a applicable spell here. So I am going to say that the way this is used, I'm not saying you activated it yet. This is just kind of like the feeling you get while putting it on.
Mm-hmm.
So you just by having it on without actually activating it, you get the dark vision and you feel that bond. But um, you can activate it and you get the spell usage of pass without a trace.
Okay.
If
Cool.
you're familiar with that, you can use
Mm-hmm.
it once per day, up to an hour. And it is exceptional in this case because it is like a higher true form of this magic, and pass without a trace. You can also make yourself look um, like another person as well as an option instead of the pass without a trace spell.
Okay.
So, like, disguise self or pass without a trace.
Yeah, disguise self or pass without a trace, but it's like a higher form of that. Not like think of it as just like it is a much harder check for others to uh go against.
See through.
Yeah.
Something
Ignore the spell pass without a trace and just pretend that it actually means pass without a trace.
kind of, yeah.
Cool.
Kind of, yeah. It's a higher form of magic.
Okay. Great. Great. Well, I will take that off, assuming that I still can.
You do, and
Cool.
without problem.
Fab. Okay. Great. And then just put that back on my belt, and I'll rejoin the party.
All right. Um, any other things you guys want to do before night falls? You probably have
I
like
mean,
an hour left before.
if we need to stock up on rations or whatever, I mean, like, whatever housekeeping we have to do with that. But yeah, if we just need to say we're doing it, we're raiding the cupboards for
General
a journey.
housekeeping. We are keeping ourselves alive, and time has passed.
Perfect.
I just want to say, so I don't bust out with something stupid later on. My whole thing is
Good berries.
hospitality, so I want to be hospitable, and invite Strahd in.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Give him a nice banquet.
Do not.
I won't.
Does Strahd live by like True Blood rules? He has to be invited in.
This house, you have to be
That's what
invited
Jake
in
was
order to
assuming.
come
Oh,
in.
right. Okay, cool.
You would know from rumors, Leor, that vampires just in general have that rule in someone else's home.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, really? So it is True Blood rules.
I mean, it's not just True Blood, right? That's also like Dracula.
Oh, was it? I never read Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Doing anything?
Mm-hmm. I hear rain.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not hearing it?
I hear rain and like a distant animal, like maybe an owl or a wolf.
Oh, great.
I
It's
feel like
just
those
me.
are quite different animals.
No, but it's
That
very
is
distant.
just real
Do you
world.
guys not hear it? Am I the only one hearing the sound effects?
I did turn on the sound effect, but I can't hear it for some reason.
Yeah, because I'm in my hotel room. I have my sound through Discord and not through my laptop.
I can
that has
hear
Bullhorn,
I can hear the rain, but I can't hear the animals.
or through my phone on Discord.
I am a shitty person and I don't even have Roll20 open right now.
Jake, do better.
I'll try. I got off hella late today.
Same.
Oh, I see what the problem is. There we go. All right. So you guys, or at least some of you hear the rain.
Yeah.
So as dusk settles over Barovia, an unnatural chill fills the mansion. Outside, the low growls and snuffling of wolves mix with the faint scrape of claws and the groaning of zombies pressed against the walls like a siege. The mansion feels like it's being encircled by death itself. And as quickly as the scratching and the banging come, they all fade away. And suddenly, a rhythmic knocking breaks the silence, echoing through the mansion's dark, narrow halls.
Fun.
So you hear, like, muffled through the door, Irina, my dear, I am a patient man, but time waits for none of us. Will you not invite me in? I would rather not test the hospitality of your home by forcing myself upon it.
Don't do it. Don't invite him in.
Um,
Are you allowed to make it
it,
conditional? Does he have to live by that? If you're like, you're in as long as you have no hostile actions,
No,
and then
no.
if he gets hostile, so
Don't
It-
invite him in.
you can see Ismark like visibly struggling, like grasping his knees as he sits, like hunched over. You see Irina stand up and yell towards the door, "No, Strahd, I have told you my answer already."
good girl. Good girl.
Irina, you test my patience. But of course, I could hardly expect you to give me an honest answer with so many distractions.
Do any of us recognize this voice?
You hear the door rattle as if it was trying to open, but it's stuck because of pittons stuck in the side of the door.
Heck yes. First, they're like, I feel so validated. That's all. Thank you.
How annoying. And you hear an explosion as the door just erupts across the room.
I
Revealing
want to just plant the seed now that I'm going to stealthily wait until a good opportunity to then go and retrieve my pittance. Like, not when he's in the doorway, but when he's not paying attention to it.
Maybe just after he's left.
and you see
I'm
this,
not waiting that long.
You see this pale, gaunt man standing in the rain, stare into the room and look all of you over and says, "Now, I will ask again, because I am a gentleman, will one of you please invite me in? It is raining outside."
Ooh. Yeah, people like you don't like water, do they?
I mean,
You're allowed to forgive
it's
me.
it's not our place to invite people into somebody else's home, right? I'm not saying anything.
How many of you are within? How many of you can see the doorway from where you're standing?
I can see the doorway, but I am like across the room from it is where I would be.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't we establish that she wanted us with her?
Yeah, I want to be awkwardly close to Irene.
Okay.
I want to be awkwardly close to whatever the exit from this, like the opposite door. Like,
I mean, I don't know the house layout, but I would presume I would be within 5 to 10 feet of Irina, and therefore a fair view of the door.
Yeah,
I
probably.
want to be occupying the same space.
Can all of you make a wisdom saving throw?
oh no, no, I cannot.
Ooh, nice. The dice stuck into the corner of my screen. It was totally going to roll to 3.
That was almost an 18.
Kind of fun that they do that.
I'm launching.
Oh, you're launching? Okay. So
Wiz is plus 4.
4. You hear Strahd one more time say, "One of you please invite me in." And Norbert, struggling, says, "Come in." And Strahd takes a single step in the door.
God damn it!
Hey, Aaron, is that how I sound?
I don't know. You didn't have a choice.
Just wanted to see if I could get you to do it.
Go on, come in. And Strahd takes a single step in the door. And he focuses on each and every one of you.
That's impossible.
One at a time. He not like all at once.
In
Did
sequence.
Do I recognize that voice though?
No.
Well, do I?
The Lior would recognize the voice.
Well, I don't know who else recognizes. I asked a bad question.
Right.
Oh.
But I recognize it, yeah.
How fortuitous to finally meet the ones responsible for driving that poor soul, Father Donovich, to his end. Such a tragedy, really. And Ismark and Irina immediately look horrified. What have you done, Strahd? Strahd puts on a smile, like a sickening smile from ear to ear, and says, I did nothing, of course. It was despair that did him in. The despair you all helped bring to fruition.
But to be clear, you're not even accusing us because you know that's BS. Like, whoever turned his son into the vampire or whatever is clearly the person to blame.
Root cause analysis.
Oh man, I just spent 8 hours today talking about root cause analysis.
Bro, me too. Not today, but
His son's been a vampire for a decade, but the moment you all barge in, he ends up hanging himself. I see that as a you problem.
I do feel bad.
Okay, well in that case, you should blame whoever killed his son, because that then was the root cause. Again, not us.
Oh,
So
my
Oh,
guilt rises.
Irina pipes up. You can taunt us and threaten us, Strahd, but I will never come willingly. Um. How very bold, my new friends. But this little display of courage will fade when you realize what I could do to her, to each of you.
Really
Hmm.
quick question. The spell or ability or what have you, because I don't know any better, that Strahd used to get me to open to welcome him in. Am I charmed? And if I am, if I was charmed, am I still charmed? Question mark.
You are. It is similar to Charm. It's not exactly like Charmed.
Okay.
More of a command spell.
It's somewhere in between those two, I think.
Well,
It's not exactly Charmed, but it's not exactly Command either. It's like I would just call it Strahd's Charm. But
Hypnotized.
okay. So this is pertinent, and I apologize because I'm late to it, so I throw anyway. But due to my ancestry, I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed.
oh, okay.
So I was obviously late to that poll, but
Oh,
it was a very pertinent question. So
okay. Well,
The next
I
time,
mean,
it
it's
is good to
close.
know
Hey,
if that is mechanically being charmed or not. Yeah.
yeah.
but you also didn't say, hey, wisdom throw against being charmed, which I don't think you're
that's true.
required to do.
Yeah. But I also wanted to just kind of understand the nature of it and discuss that real quick. Cause so like,
Right. I
if
doubt this is the last time that Strahd's gonna try and pull
True.
this on us, so it's good to know.
yeah, um,
If it's about
I-
messing up the narrative, I also rolled hella low, so I might have failed too.
Yeah,
also
it was
just
just going to be the next person, honestly, so it wouldn't have changed much.
also just narratively, like if whatever the effects of what he used was gonna base like, do I even like talk during this conversation, or am I still a little under the influence, so to speak?
Yep. So, I mean, next time we'll take that into consideration. It didn't really change much.
Okay, so do I have my faculties?
Mostly.
If you ever did.
So
Fair.
to you, this man, seems much more appeasable to you. He's not. You don't fear him as much anymore. He just seems like maybe he's just one of you. Like he could be a buddy. He could be someone that you go and hang out and go fishing with. You just don't know him yet. Seems odd that everyone's so afraid. That's how you're feeling right now.
Friends. Or the
Yeah.
friendliness spell, sort of.
That's an
It just
awkward.
it just he doesn't feel unpleasant to you anymore. He just feels kind of like he could just be one of the guys, you know?
I'm
He's
not
just a
gonna lie,
bro.
I'm kind of already in that zone with him.
Um. So Strahd, he sees not to you know who they are. You know who he is yet, but he says to all of you, kind of crowding around Irina, this matter is between myself and Irina. I would suggest that you refrain from making it unpleasant, but should you feel the need to protect her, and he once again puts on a very dark smile,
Well,
then you should know the weight of your decision.
Are you saying you want to hurt her?
Oh,
Why
no.
would we need to protect her?
No, I'm saying you want to prevent her from being betrothed to yours truly.
No, just give her more time to make that decision. That's all. Just don't take her against her will, because that's not cool, man.
I have done my waiting.
You clearly don't know much about marriage, then. It's not
7
all
years
about you,
of it
bro.
in Azkaban. Sorry. It just felt like the scene from Harry Potter. You want to protect her. Such a noble sentiment. But do you think your defiance can change what I have already claimed?
I don't really care about this person. I'm protecting a woman's right to choose.
It is not her choice, it is mine. I have claimed.
See, that sounds a lot like somebody else I know that I'm not a fan of.
I
Hey man,
am-
I think you're a villain.
I am not a villain. I am eternal. I am
That's what Trump thinks.
inevitable. I am the ancient. I am the land. He raises his hand, and the shadows in the room deepen to a darkest black that you can barely see, even with your dark vision. Do not
So are you like a
force
god?
me. Do not force me to demonstrate. As his power ripples out, objects around the room begin to shake, and the aura of darkness kind of swirling around him.
So we can't see nothing right now.
You can see only Strahd.
Mm. Hey
Let
man,
me.
I don't think there's any with respect, of course. I don't think there's any need to go to this level or length. We're just. I mean, if y'all want to have a good wedding, I mean, just give her due respect if that's what she wants.
Irina, you try my patience, and I will not leave empty-handed. So, here are your choices. Irina, you come with me, or offer one of your friends here to let me feed for just a moment.
Oh, that's a hard no.
Man, I'm
Define
trying.
define
Go.
feed.
Oh, just, some of your blood. It won't
How about a
turn
good
you
berry?
into a vampire, but it will satiate me for the time being. And
Still
he,
a good berry.
licks his lips.
Man, whatever. You could eat on me if you want. If you just leave for the night. I don't even know how that works. What do you do? How much blood do I keep? How much blood do I keep?
That's the important question.
You will have 4 liters left.
Ugh.
Hey man,
That's
Mr.
not
Strahd.
much.
Hey man, Mr. Strahd. How much blood are you gonna leave it in this here body of
Wait, that
mine?
might be more than you start with. I was thinking pints.
So he's all the way across the room, and right when you say how much blood, you don't have time to finish the sentence as he seems to evaporate and appear in front of you, clutching your throat. And his fingers are like iron, like cold, unyielding, pressing against your skin. You should feel honored, little sorcerer. Few ever get so close to the power they foolishly defy.
He's
Oh
clearly
man,
not
I was gonna
defying it.
volunteer too.
He's submitting his tribute. That's the opposite of defiance.
Oh, do you not know what kind of sorcerer he is?
Oh no.
Oh, you will learn very soon.
Ooh.
Ooh,
His
Oh, I'm
good to
excited.
know.
how are you? 5 liters of blood. Sorry, that caught me off guard.
Sorry, that's why I said, "Ooh, good to know."
Uh,
Didn't know
so
that.
how are you? So do you want to? How are you reacting to this? He has you by the throat.
I stick to my guns. I mean, really. Again, going back to Norbert's character is somewhat simple if honest. You know, like if he was to stick to his word and it gets him out of there for the night, then he's good with it. He doesn't understand vampires. He doesn't understand how
No.
much or how little blood is going to be taken from him, what the aftermath is, you know.
He has not played D&D. I mean, has not played Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. So you you can feel your body convulse as his lips press to your skin, drawing deeply. The sickening sound of like blood being drained fills the room.
Ugh.
As Strahd feeds, his eyes half lidded in like twisted satisfaction.
By the way,
Wait.
just in case it wasn't clear, the moment that he starts like teleporting and grabbing that dude by the neck and like feeding on him, I'm picking up those pittance.
Okay, you picked up pittance.
Just want to make that known.
Priorities.
I mean, after a few very long moments, Strahd releases you, and you look pretty pale. Honestly, you I would say you take a level of an exhaustion, but no damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
I feel like in D&D that's generous? Question mark.
Yeah, one level's not horrible.
Where do you notate exhaustion on Beyond?
It's over in conditions. You click the add active conditions, and then it's at the bottom level exhaustion.
2 levels, super rough.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
There are new rules though.
Oh,
I'm not using.
have they
I'm not.
changed?
Yeah. So basically, it's across the board -2 to all d20s for each level of exhaustion.
Oh, that's probably actually more generous.
Well, do you want to do that now and just do a -2 across the board and not mark it? I would not mark it in D&D Beyond if we do it that way because it might affect your rolls because it adds advantage or disadvantage.
Oh well, I just notated the 1 level of exhaustion D&D Beyond. That however you want to handle it. I mean, you're the DM, but
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in. Wait, look, where's like stupid exhaustion? Where's the button? Oh, active conditions. Exhaustion level.
Yeah. It has the legacy in there. Like I don't think it's gonna do it for you because it looks like it's still supporting the new and the legacy for exhaustion.
Oh, okay,
Because it has both descriptions in there.
interesting.
Yeah, so legacy
Oh, okay.
disadvantage on ability checks. Like you can get over that by doing like helping each other, but narratively it's a pain to like. I don't know. I feel like you
have
can
someone
narratively
follow you
work your way
and help
around it.
you.
Yeah,
Alright.
but like you can always do it. Like it's just dumb.
All right, you get -2 on all d20 rolls, and then you also get -5 your speed, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says.
okay. I'm seeing the difference in the notation here. I'm very new to the legacy versus.
The legacy
current.
is way harder to remember. I literally just remembered the new form off the top of my head, and I could not tell you the legacy version if I read it 20 times. That's how
Yeah.
much easier it
Because
is.
each level's different.
It's like
They
save
okay.
and then
say-
checks
they-
and then
Yeah, they said that the updates are basically just like streamlining, like making things like more intuitive for players is basically what they say all the changes are. Of course, people are still upset about some of them, but
Right.
that's supposed to be
I
the
mean, they've
spirit of it.
never come out and said the opposite. Like these changes are just to add, flair and complexity.
Yeah.
Well, with that, the 1 level of exhaustion seems a bit more detrimental than I originally thought. That's fair.
But think about like negative, like disadvantage on every ability check that you don't narratively say I want help with.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Okay. As long
what's
as I've got,
Strahd up to?
as long as I've got some leaders who've left in me.
Um. So yeah, he puts you down on your feet, and you kind of have sea legs there for a moment. You feel wiped out, and he wipes a trace of blood from the corner of his mouth, looking satisfied, and he turns to the others. Says, "Such vigor. You mortals are all too willing to offer your strength to me. Perhaps the next encounter I will remind you of your place." And he looks at each of you coldly. "Consider this a mercy. Next time, I will not stop." And with that, Strahd steps back, and he kind of gazes upon Irina. And do you all do anything? I feel like I don't want to just take over the narrative.
I just think after the bite, Norbert would probably like walk backwards until he hits a wall, and then slide down the wall and kind of just chill there.
Nice. So Strahd again kind of looks upon everyone else and says, "I will be back for what's mine. Don't worry. You have a momentary respite, so enjoy it." And a fog enters through the doorway, which he destroyed, and envelops him, and then disappears along with Strahd.
Okay, fun.
Oh, what the hell? Why? Why? Honestly, why did he let us off so easy? He could have just taken what he wanted.
Is the door completely destroyed or is it like in pieces?
It's in like a few large pieces, like 2 or 3 large pieces.
Okay, great. I would like to begin moving those pieces of door back to the door frame.
Okay. You pile them up against the door frame.
I have a cantrip that I can use to mend things that are I'll have to do it a couple times because it's a tear or break no longer than 1 foot, but I can patch it back together into a single piece of door to prop up there.
Ending is a fun cantrip. Oh yeah.
4,000 casts later.
I don't want the space to be open to the outside while we're having like whatever conversation we're about to have.
Gotcha. It is larger than 1 foot. It's kind of for smaller things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if it blew it into pieces that were all smaller than that, you should be able to do it one step at a time.
I'm not really emotionally invested in the door being like flawless. I just want it to be like
Yeah.
enough
And
a
if
big
you
enough
omit
piece that I can cover the door hole is the idea.
if you omit maybe the 1 or 2 of them that might be longer than a foot, you'd have enough of a enough structural integrity.
I can also just prop them up if we're feeling like this is too much of a stretch for mending. But
I think that's it. Like a partial fix where like it still provides the effect of a barrier.
yeah.
I
Well,
I
after
say that
needs, obviously.
you can use mending, but it doesn't quite. So if you attempt to use mending, it doesn't quite fix the door. It just kind of like barely holds it together. Like think of
That's
like
exactly what I had in mind. Yeah.
so like a kind of think of like a playing card leaned against the wall that happens to be blocking the doorway.
Yes.
Yeah, more of a visual barrier than anything.
Right, visual barrier, and then if something is coming in, it'll have to like knock that over before, like it'll be kind of like an early indicator that something's coming in the house.
And Ismark looks around and says, "Okay, now that that's over, who the fuck put pittance into the door?"
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. No big deal coming in here to get your back.
He exploded the door because he couldn't get in it.
Hmm.
So you're saying
Hey,
we need to
don't
make
blame
it
us.
easier for bad guys to win? That's what you're saying? So they don't have to go through effort to kill us?
Yeah, by the way, you're welcome for Norbert sacrificing some of his livelihood here.
Unfucking grateful, dude.
I know.
I wanted to leave. In all honesty, I did not want to stay here. Okay.
Well, take that up with your sister. We wanted to leave too.
We sacrificed this dude's blood and good pittance and don't even get a thank you.
We
all right,
understand this has
you're
been
right.
a bad day.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I've been stressed. My father died. You had good intentions. I couldn't even think that he was going to explode the door. Okay, you're right.
Hey, we're facing a common enemy. He's trying to tear us apart.
Well, he tore my door apart. You know who's paying for that? Well, actually, if
I mean,
Irina's paying you 300 gold, I don't have to pay you 100 gold, and I can spend that on the door.
or you could just not because you're all leaving. Like, why bother fixing the door? We're not going to be here another night. We're leaving.
Wait, did you
tomorrow.
just try to take away the 100 gold that you already promised to pay us just because your sister was also paying us? Because that's not how deals work, bro.
Well, you chose between her and me.
No, that was not how it was presented. They're duplicate payments. You paid us for a job, and she paid us for the same job. That does not negate our contract.
Do a persuasion check with advantage.
Did I roll with advantage? Probably not.
No.
Okay, and then if I fail, I'm gonna add to it.
You did fail.
Oh, yeah, I assumed. Okay, and then action. No, features and traits. Does this? Okay. Add 6 to that, please.
So he goes,
Oh yeah.
I guess technically I didn't rescind my offer, but I think it was implied that
No, it was
Alina
not
would be
implied.
paying you instead. Well,
She could have said that.
I don't want to be thought of a man not of my word. So I will still pay you 100 gold.
Cool. Yeah,
This
we
is,
good then.
of course,
I mean, that's
contingent
10
on us
pieces of rope,
surviving,
dude.
which is still very TBD. But
That's true.
Details.
So just real fast out of character, we just well, I mean, we haven't completed Ismark's proposition yet, but like we're gonna net 399.6 gold.
Yeah.
Where's the minus 0.4?
The minus point was for the pittance.
Oh, no, that was a whole gold piece, I think. How many did I buy?
no, it was only
Oh.
6. I'm keeping
wa-
track. It was
8
only
times
40.
5.
Yeah, okay, my bad. I was thinking. Yeah, never mind.
I mean, for as early
Wait,
in the
isn't that
game as
4 gold? What's the ratio between silver and gold? I think it's 4 whole gold.
10 to
Oh
1.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's so 396 profit.
it's a pretty nice early game net.
Hey, we don't know. We might still have to spend more money.
Let's just quit here.
Remember
Yeah.
that like the only shop we've seen is a ratio of 10 to 1 of what we're used to. So
Let's just kill these guys.
400 might
rob
be like
them
40
blind.
gold. I really
Right.
thought about doing it to the shopkeeper. I did not like him.
In any case, that we expect that the excitement for the night is over, and we should maybe get some sleep so we can get on the road very bright and early tomorrow.
Yeah.
Irina is actually going to leave
Does
this time.
someone keep watch?
I do have a.
I can take
What?
a shift on watch. I have elf and half elf less sleepness?
Um,
Question mark?
so you still have 2 pieces of pie left. Which of you ate the pie last time?
Not.
Oh, go ahead.
It wasn't me.
I do believe I did.
Someone else did. Jake, did you eat some of the pie?
I don't
feel like it was
remember
not
eating
me.
pie. It's people pie,
No, it's like
No.
dream pie.
dream
Yeah, it
pie.
was
No, I
dream
didn't eat
pie.
any of that. I remember now.
I
Was
don't think I
it
did either.
Oh, I
But
forgot
Norbert
his
had
name.
the. No, I thought both of you did because there's like
Yeah,
you
I
got
thought.
like a heavenly dream, and like Norbert had the
Yeah,
tree
yeah,
restored
I
and
think you
Hey.
everything.
did, Jake. I think you had like a dream of home.
Oh no, that's right. That sounds. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I think you both did. Um. So.
Quick mechanic question, Aaron. Does a long rest wipe an exhaustion or no?
1 level, so it would wipe yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Norbert does anything wild. I
So
don't think he says shit. He just kind of crawls into bed.
so can
Dead,
Norbert
dead bed.
and Edge Thao need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
Pie throw. Ah, come on.
I got a +3.
Um. So Norbert, you mechanically go into the bag where the pie is, and you eat a single portion of the dream pastry. It is. You cannot fight the craving that you have.
Roll for addiction.
So, and once you eat it, you feel very fulfilled and ready for a great night's sleep, and you go almost
Okay.
directly to sleep.
And that's it, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
You
When
have
we
another
run out
really
of
good
pie,
dream,
you're gonna
probably.
become a
One
fiend.
second.
He's gonna have you killing people for pie.
Gonna become a pie prostitute.
Wild in these streets for pie.
The dream pie was like, yeah, people become dependent on it, and you get an insomnia if you don't have it.
Ooh, that's bad. That's actually bad. That's a
Oh, is that?
That
I don't
was
know. Yeah, go ahead.
that was like the reveal that we got like after you guys decided to eat the pie. Before was that like people in the town are like addicted to this stuff because they can't fall asleep without it.
I
that makes
appreciate that
sense.
recap because I could not remember the adverse effects.
Yeah, you have like super
Insomnia.
good dreams, yeah, and then like yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Norbert, during the night you do have an amazing dream of home. Everyone welcomes you home as like the savior who saved the tree, protected it instead of burning it down. Everyone treats you as a hero.
Okay. I'll go ahead and wipe that exhaustion. Take the W's that I can.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big
And
win. Didn't have to do a single roll with exhaustion.
yep. And Edge Thao, you are fine.
Hey.
All right. So, um, so you get up in the morning, and you can see that Ismark and Irina is already prepping to go on to Valaki.
Perfect. You're ready. Let's go.
All right.
Are we doing the whole thing on foot? Has that been established?
Yeah. So, while you're in Barovia, you barely saw like any horses at all. You saw a couple on farms. And that seems pretty normal to you. Leor, because from how you feel around Barovia is that horses are super rare, except for the Vistani.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to do my journey on horse coconuts,
Oh, okay.
What?
Monty Python
I
style.
would like to boycott, like veto that. Like,
The coconuts are going to cost you about 50 gold apiece.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
gonna say,
pal.
where are you getting coconuts? You gonna have a swallow grow
Ah.
those?
Yes, an African swallow, not an English swallow.
Yes,
Actually
sir.
have
Important.
No way an English swallow could do that.
actually have
Well,
a set
it was-
of themed Monty Python horse coconuts
Well, it could carry it if
sitting
it
in
was
my
like
office.
if it was like tied between their legs with a piece of string.
Oh,
Um,
I'm gonna avoid quotables.
so
This could go too deep.
So you see Irina walk over and place her hand on Ismark's shoulder and says, Brother, you've watched over me my whole life. You've been my shield in the darkest times, but Barovia needs you just as much as I do. Ismark immediately frowns, tightening his face. I can't just let you go, Irina. You're asking me to stay behind while you head into the heart of danger alone.
Well,
I'm not.
not alone.
Not alone, Ismark. I have some allies now, and I have learned to protect myself. Strahd has already taken so much from us, but I refuse to let him take Barovia too. You are needed here. If Barovia is to have any hope at all, the people need a leader. They need you. Ismark kind of looks visibly torn. But I'm your brother. My place is by your side. She leans close and says, You are my brother, and I trust you to do what is right. If you come with me, we leave Barovia vulnerable, defenseless. If you stay, you can protect those who cannot protect themselves. You can be a beacon of hope, just as you've always been for me. Fine, Irina. Guess you're right. You know I'm always a fucking pushover whenever you get convincing. Irina smiles and nods. I promise, Ismark, I will return. I will not become vampire food. And when I do, we will face whatever future remains together. Well, what the fuck am I packing my bag for then? He just flips open his bag, bedroll. So you all finish packing your bags. Is there anything you all want to do before you leave very early in the morning?
I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page that I've collected my pittance and also created some soul knives.
Oh, you have to create them?
Well, I think it's at will. I don't know. I'm just making
Oh,
sure you know they're
okay.
readily accessible.
Make sure that you're sharpening them too.
They
Yes,
exist.
with my mind.
Yeah,
My
mind
mind
sharpen.
stone.
Your mind is so sharp.
Guys, can we maybe just reconnoiter? So this Strahd guy, is he a god? He's scary as shit.
He's not a god.
So you journey on foot, and the journey from Barovia village. You follow like a dirt road that twists away from Barovia, winding into the dark embrace of the Svalich woods. Tall, ancient trees lines the path, their branches interlocking above like little fingers casting long shadows. Forest is eerily quiet with occasional rustle of unseen creatures in the underbrush. and of course the hoot of a distant owl. And then we talk about sound effects. Let's get the travel music.
So not a wolf.
Woo. Unless the owl goes.
To be clear, this is a different sound effect than it was before. I did not.
What different sound effect?
No, David was
Gee.
making fun of me for not knowing the difference between wolves and owls.
Oh,
I'm clarifying because he can't hear them that this is a different sound effect.
Yeah, good clarification, because I assumed it was the same one, and that you were proven wrong.
No.
That time it was just me making the noise.
Yeah, I did. I actually heard that one, so that made sense.
The air is still cold and damp, and you can see like decaying leaves and some mist swirling around your ankles. After hours of silent travel, off to the side in like a little grove, you see a like 4 or 5 just bodies, like fully clothed people just lying out.
Do they have
Like
any obvious
sunbathing?
signs that they're dead?
Yeah, they look dead.
Are they bloody?
Some of them they might be. You do a perception check.
Okay. You sure you don't want passive whatever it is?
Investigation.
Passive investigation.
Passive
thing that-
investigation, yeah.
Active breathing.
Hey, if you haven't tried active breathing, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like when you all of a
people-
sudden can't remember how to breathe normal, and then you're like really focusing on how to breathe, and you're like, how do I do this normally?
Yeah.
Alternatively, that's yoga.
When you remind people of active breathing and then they have to think about it and then they can't passively breathe anymore for at least an hour, that's great.
Yeah, I've been there. I don't know about an hour. I get over it a lot faster, but yeah.
So, perception check, you're looking at the bodies and you can see that they are dead and they look like they've been dead a while. They are all fully clothed. The clothes that they wear looks kind of just like villagers, maybe farmers. There might be a farm nearby.
Do they look like their bodies were like laid out in an orderly manner by like somebody who is not dead?
No, they don't. They just look like they just fell over.
Okay. And there's nothing like weird fungus, weird odors, like nothing like that we notice.
Smell of
Corpses.
death.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we give these guys a wide berth, unless we want to send like one person to go and see if, like, go and look a little closer. But I don't think Irina should go any closer to them.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'm good. Wait, do we say they're all fully clothed? Are they decked out with stuff?
They're like farmers. They probably don't have
I was
weapons.
gonna say I don't think Norbert's the type to pickpocket unnecessarily.
They're
Well, I'm a
they're
rogue,
all
I
fully
am.
clothed, and it looks like maybe 1 or 2 of them have bags, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'll go look through their bags.
I caught a low-key hint that there's probably a house somewhere nearby.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. Look around, see if we see any smoke from chimneys or anything like that.
Wait, can we just back up real quick? You said you got a low-key hint? Is this like the same random entity that like killed the one
No.
dude and okay, just checking.
No, I'm maybe reading into it too much, but Aaron suggested that, and it feels like one of those little details that
Well, yeah, I mean it makes sense. We've been
whatever
walking for
killed
hours.
them is
These people
at their
probably.
house.
Oh.
Live
Well, I
somewhere.
mean, yeah, there has to be a house nearby because these people didn't walk for hours in a group and then all suddenly fall over dead.
Logically speaking, yes.
I mean, you know how stuff
So
happens.
you don't see the last house that you saw on this trail was maybe like a couple hours back, and it was on the edge of Barovia, and you don't see You don't see really anything nearby, except you do see a cemetery maybe a quarter mile forward. You see some gravestones.
Have we seen other cemeteries?
I mean, Barovia had one.
But they're not like scattered all along the road or anything. Like,
Oh no.
Us. All of us.
Zara wanted to go and check their bags, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to check them out. And
I did.
I don't know, I'm a little nervous, so I might just kind of like snatch them and keep moving till I'm a little ways away and then look at it.
1 second here.
Because part of me feels like they're going to reach out and grab me when I grab their bag. So I'm going to like maybe not just dawdle right next to the corpses.
So,
Does anyone have...
as soon as you start to get close to one with a bag, as you approach, one of the corpses does stand up, and the rest follow.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so I'm just grabbing that stuff and bolting. Like pure instinct, I knew what I was going in there for, so that's still on my mind. But like zero hesitation and just like grabbing that crap and running, and then thinking about what just happened.
Well,
and looking at it.
It's a bag that this one is wearing.
Okay, I mean, I guess I'll grab the other one then, and then just fail and like run at least 15 feet away.
As you're approaching them, I was going to say that you don't even get close to them before initiative starts.
Okay,
like
that's fine.
they were designed to trigger as you got close to them. I'm not trying to
sneak it.
So, was that roll initiative?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Ooh, not bad.
Oh, I got a no valid token was selected.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
On roll 20.
Hold on.
That means you don't exist anymore?
Oh shit,
Oh,
a map.
A map.
We got a map.
It's very basic. And the HP may not be right for anybody, so tell me what your new max HP is, please. If it's wrong.
Question,
20.
because I had negative hit point effects. Did those go away?
I think negative hit points would go away with a long rest, actually.
I think we'd already discussed this, and you said unless it otherwise says, or it specifically said with that character. I don't know, but I feel like last time it did.
A long rest kind of magics away a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it does. As it should. Man, Andy's a whole new woman when she gets a night's rest. She's so cranky when she doesn't sleep. Like, so cranky.
My HP is 24.
Okay, gotcha.
I got that 27.
Same for me, actually.
20 for me.
Hey,
Okay.
I forgot we had
on.
Lancelot.
All right, Leor, what's yours?
24.
24. Okay, let's do this one at a time. I just got distracted.
Mm-hmm.
It's not saving it to the token, so I'm going to have to fix that. Great DM here.
Yeah, mine's updated. Mine says 24 on my token.
Oh, I literally just did it.
Oh, okay.
And Edgethale, what was yours?
27.
27. Awesome.
Wow, 3 of us have 27 HP.
And Norbert, you're also 27?
No, I'm 20.
Oh, 20.
Lancelot is also 27.
Oh,
gotcha.
cool.
It's a beefy boy.
57.
Lancelot
But
has
he needs more.
7 HP.
You gotta factor in his ghost HP, which is obviously 27 also.
Yeah, I forgot to cast my +5 max on everybody, so if we all die by 5 HP, that's on me.
My bad, respectfully.
We'll just
That's cool. We make him
if
reroll for us.
if we all die, we'll just pick up next session in this same spot, but we'll be zombies escorting everyone.
Hey, we'll be
fair.
the dead
This is
thing.
fair. We'll be the trap.
Right. Whole campaign shifts. You're now the other side.
There's a board game like that, Twilight Imperium. It's a competitive game, but the first player that goes out starts playing as the aliens.
Nice.
Nobody has time for that game.
No. It's a 12-hour game.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what's the count on that? Like, how long is that one?
It's
run?
forever. It's the world's longest fucking board game. I swear to
Yeah.
God.
So my
Sounds like
partner,
Arkham Asylum.
my partner would play that, and the way that we would do that is the guys that were playing would go over like for breakfast, and they would start playing after breakfast, and they would be there all day, and then like the spouses and kids would come over for dinner, and then we would play like another board game after dinner. But it was like from breakfast to dinner was just that game.
And then you still wanted to play another board game after? Man, Jack be crazy.
It'd
Sounds
be
like a fun
Yeah,
concept.
I like
though.
board games, but like a 12-hour game is enough for a day, in my opinion.
Mm,
I don't know. I
that
can see
is
back
a
in the,
day. That is an entire waking day.
I can see doing that.
I could back in the day, but I don't have that stamina anymore.
Is your initiative just +1 or +2 or what? Jake.
Ooh.
I got +3. I'm at that 22.
Oh, 22. Nice. Okay. Let's roll for you. Come on. Well, okay. We're just gonna do. Oh, come
Ooh. That
Are
was
we
not so
running
good.
or are we fighting?
We got to fight. Zara's in the middle of them.
I can run.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to run, I can help make that possible. If, like, obviously we can't sit here and discuss the entire thing, but I just feel like, are we?
I think Irina is a liability because we can't. I don't think that she will cooperate with like running away from a fight. She didn't run away from Strahd. I don't think she'll run with us.
I
Irina's such a punk.
scorched earth on these guys.
I mean,
And Aaron, my initiative was 20. The 17 was my perception check.
oops.
oh,
Alright.
and there's a fifth.
Yeah, there are 5 zombies.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I think we
Um,
should at least try and fight, and then if it goes poorly, we can run.
Alright, Edge Theow, you are up first.
All right. So, around a 20-foot radius, range 150 feet. I pop this spike growth. I'm gonna shoot for basically the center of them. I'm sharing it in Discord because I'm a horrible player.
AKA still not on roll 20.
Man, I didn't even
Um,
get home until like 6:30, and then I
Uh,
just gave
20-foot radius. Gotcha.
yeah. And I am on roll 20 now.
And where do you want to
Oh,
start?
nice.
I don't have
Where do
the
you wanna-
integration.
Where do you want to start the center of this radius?
Trying to ping. Does it not ping? Damn it. So there's a spot that is, I think, currently touching all 3 of the ones to the north of me.
Gotcha. Okay.
I believe. Right in the
Uh,
center of those 3, maybe. Oh, here. Kind of
Oh,
right in that area.
well, that's a 10-foot. Is there a 20-foot? Who had you do that? I'm like,
I just pinged.
no, who drew the circle?
Oh, so
Oh,
I
I don't
have
even see
broadcast
that.
to others turned off. You're not supposed to see that.
Oh,
Wait, that's a thing? You can turn that off?
Yeah. Like,
oh,
look,
maybe it's
now I'm
because
drawing a circle, and now I'm not. But
Oh.
apparently, Aaron can see it either way.
I'm a GM because of that, so I can see
Oh.
everything.
Well, broadcast to everyone would show it to us, and I can't see it. So
Oh,
GM,
sorry.
GM
That is
can
not
see
the
like
same.
everything.
Yeah, apparently. Well, it's good for you to know that now.
Uh,
Here we go. Figured it out. I think. So it's this big. Oh my gosh, that is massive.
Right. That's like a fireball size. Ooh, yeah. Could I? That's way bigger than I thought. I'd like to move that a bit southwesterly. Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I'm thinking.
Beauty.
How do I
Does
get
that screw
to
anyone
stay?
over? Do we?
There's like a linger, fade delay, instant or linger. You turn it to linger and it'll stay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh.
No, I can't find that same spot. There we go. Oh, that puts you in the middle of it. That's probably not what you want. There we go. Dang it. Whatever. That's fine.
And then I use some of my movement to get to like the edge.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to draw this
Girl, me.
because this affects everybody. Because you're gonna have this up for a little while, probably.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is my. Seems really big. Cool. All right, and that does it do damage from the start? Oh, when it moves into or within the area, for every 5 feet it travels. Okay, so nothing yet. You
Nothing
see
yet.
all of it sprouts up all around the zombies, and they're ready to strike. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it. I moved a bit.
All right, Leora, you're up.
Fabulous. I would like to cast Shatter. Wait, I was trying to send it. I don't know what I did. Sorry. I'm terrible at casting spells on VTT. That. Like to cast Shatter on
Perfect.
2 zombies because that's all I can get with my my range thing here. So it's
All right, these two.
Oh yeah, I guess I can hit 3 if I do it like this. Can you see that?
Yeah, I think that works.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, great. So they all have to make a Constitution saving throw and take damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful save.
Okay. Save Constitution.
And my spell's DC is 13.
All right, so 2 of them pass and 1 of them don't. So this one takes half as much damage. So 16 damage to 2.
Oh, never mind. Wait,
Yeah. So
that doesn't make sense.
if
What you
2
just
of
said.
them passed, then those 2 should take 8 damage,
Yeah, take 8 damage.
and the one that failed
Oh.
should take 16 damage.
You just said
Oh,
it
you're right.
backwards. You said
Yep.
2 pass, but 1 takes half damage. Wait,
All right.
no, that's not what you said. You get it.
Yeah.
I mean, why interrupt me while I'm in the middle of making a mistake in your favor?
Because we're
That's
good people.
We want to break the game, not cheat.
Exactly.
All right, and
You want it
then
just because of us.
as a bonus action, I'm gonna send Bardic Inspiration to Zaro,
Okay.
and that's my turn. And I'm not moving. I'm staying where I am.
Okay. And you notice that the middle zombie who took more damage, he looks pretty battered by that what was it? Thunder damage?
Yeah, like bard flavor, I want it to be like musical damage, but yeah, like
Oh, so basically it's just like a loud like guitar sound, just bang.
yeah. If I had an instrument, I would be casting it with that instrument, and it would be the sound of that instrument, or super loud. But yes, it is mechanically thunder damage.
Okay. All right, you're up, Zaro.
No, there it is. Okay, so none of these guys are like status effect, right? They're just some of them are pretty hurt. But what does the thorns do? Sorry.
Every 5 feet of movement, they take damage. They take
Okay.
2d4 piercing, but
But
that's
no
also
status
for you
effect.
too.
Yeah, but I'm outside of it right now.
It's true.
10, 20. I'll move over here, and then I'm gonna throw some psychic daggers at this dude. Yeah, here we go. Bam. Not rerolling that. That's poor. But here goes the next one with my offhand. Oh, I had a +5. Okay, I could add a. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll let the first one go. Second one though is a 16. If I miss, let me know.
So let me see here. They so it was 2 attacks. One's a 10, one's a 16.
Yeah.
Yep, they both hit.
Oh.
Which one are you attacking?
Nice. I pinged it, but the farthest right.
Okay, gotcha.
And damage on those bad boys. I think it's wrong with sneak attack, but I don't get that. So it looks like 8 damage for each.
All right, and they're all for the same same opponent there.
Well, I guess if I killed him with the first 8 damage, I'd probably change to a new target.
Oops. No, it did not. It did not kill him. Let's see. -15. So with those attacks, you basically you hit him hard enough that both of his legs just kind of fall off, and he is now crawling.
Enjoy that spike growth, whatever spell.
And next up are the zombies. All right, let's see what is their. I assume they can't move very fast. 20 feet. 24. 24. 1 damage, perfect.
For every move, though.
He escaped the circle.
Hmm.
This guy's gonna take 2. So 2d4. 3. And then the. Oops. This side takes 24.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
even
so
see
they.
that one. He was behind the initiative order. That's a jump scare.
I mean, it is horror. They're just gonna jump out.
I mean, this whole thing was literally a jump scare.
Ooh, this is. I'm not looking good for this guy.
The one who's deep in the thorns.
Yeah. So that's 44. 13.
44 damage.
Ooh, he takes a big chunk of his health. He is hurting.
Yeah, 44 would be a lot.
So get out of my face. Dude. Why are you deciding to lag on me? I just Sorry, give me one sec. So these two zombies are going to attack you, Zaro. So one on the left. The 16 hit. Zaro. I think a 16 hits you.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yes, it definitely does.
All right.
14 hits.
Gotcha.
Right, because equal hits.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm 14 AC.
So you take 9 damage from the first one from a bite and
Hey.
2 claws.
Ouch.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Andrew's gonna
Second one tries to
become a
bite you
zombie.
and misses. Ooh. Completely misses you.
All right.
Or actually, no, the
So-
bite does hit you. It does 3 more damage. So
Okay,
you
so
got
what's the total?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You take 12 damage.
Ouchies.
And that's it. You are up, Norbert. I saw you
Okay.
measuring something,
Yeah,
but they moved.
they did.
They do be moving.
What is the health totals of these two?
You
I don't
can't
know.
know that. Yeah.
They
Oh,
look
okay.
they look a little hurt.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
These
they
three-
started the fight looking dead. So
This is fair. This is all fair. All stated.
This
I-
one,
I
there's
know
one missing a few. I can tell you by the number of limbs. Does that help?
Sure.
So the two on the left have all their limbs. The one in the circle is missing his head. The one in front of Zaro, we got one with two legs missing, and the other one with an arm missing.
I'm going to cast Firebolt on this one, but then I am also going to use 2 of my sorcery points to use my Metamagic Quicken spell to convert one of those casts to a bonus action so that I can cast a Firebolt on the secondary as well.
I don't think you can cast 2 cantrips, can you? Has to be one of them has to be a leveled spell, right?
Metamagic Quicken spell, when you cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action, you can spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to 1 bonus action for this casting.
No, I'm talking about the limit to where you can only cast 1 cantrip.
Oh, I would not know.
I always interpret that
limits
as
on
one
leveled
directional. You
spells.
can do 2 leveled spells. But I don't know the exact. You might be
yeah,
right, but I always interpreted it as you can't do 2 leveled spells.
I didn't.
I've only ever heard that.
I don't know the answer to that. I just took it as spells in general.
So it's
I guess. Is there a hard rule on the verbiage of spell versus cantrip?
Yeah, there is for that.
Okay.
But like
so
I
what
said,
were
I
you,
think it's the other way.
it's the other way where you can't cast more than 1 leveled spell.
I
Right,
know
and-
that's true. I don't know if it applies the other way, but I don't
Well,
feel like it does.
Okay, so even that is actually a little bit of a misnomer. You can, if you take one as your action, you can't bonus action it. But if you
Oh, that's
bonus
it,
action
yeah.
it, you still have a reaction. If that makes sense. You could still use like Armor of Agathis
Yeah,
as a
okay.
reaction.
But the point is, I think that the leveled spell as quickened only goes to a bonus action. It's the action economy. I think you could do 2 cantrips without a problem.
I've never
Is-
heard the question brought up, but that. I mean,
Okay.
if you think about it, double like Eldritch Blast would actually be like pretty crazy.
But I think you can. Yeah, I think it's just the action economy is the reason why you can't, and I think you could do the cantrip without a problem.
Yeah, I
It-
think the
it
limit
is
is on
the-
leveled spells.
Right.
Okay, it's not on cantrips. Never mind. That's fine. Never mind. It's good to know though.
All
All right, so 2 firebolts.
Yep, one for each.
All right.
Rolling. I'm rolling left to right per the map.
Wait. If
Okay.
you don't kill it, you'd be better off just hitting the same one twice, right?
You
One
hit.
less person to hit me.
Fair
I'm going.
statement.
This
Go
one
with
you
that.
hit. You hit the boy on the left. Are you want to roll damage for the first one?
Well, I figured I'd see if I hit on both.
Both attacks will hit, though we're narratively.
Okay.
I don't know where the second one is, who it's hitting. Yeah, kind of funny. But if you want to roll damage for the first one,
I kind of did a little bit of a hot fix there right at the end, agreeing with Zaro that if the first attack doesn't kill the left one, I would like to double attack. If that's okay. If not, my pre-claim of attacking one apiece, I will stand by if made stand by.
it's true. What I'm just saying is you already rolled the second one, so it's just like we don't know where that attack's going yet.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
both going to zombie 1 then, because the first one didn't kill it, but the second one does.
Okay.
And he is dead.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Done turn.
He falls apart into a pile of limbs onto the ground. With your in a little flaming embers, light his clothes on fire.
I thought he already lost all of his limbs.
Yep.
He had a few left. The one on the right doesn't have legs. This one
I
is
just-
only missing an arm.
I just imagine, based on your measurement of limb damage, that his arms and legs popped off right at the last moment. Before.
More like
they're like lizards, you know.
Like
They just
the
detach
limbs
they.
have to be lost sequentially in order for it to count as a kill.
yeah, it's like Dead Space where you have to get the limbs off in order to kill the enemy.
Oh, great game.
All right, so let's see. What can you do? All right. Is that it for your turn, Norbert?
Yep.
Okay. Irina pushes you out of the way and runs up to the zombie and attacks. Have at you. And ends up killing that zombie. Beheads it, and it falls to the ground with a slash of her rapier.
God, touche. Ha ha.
I am not to be trifled with. You're up, Lancelot. Lancelot is going to hide behind you, Lior, and kind of fearfully just whimper.
Oh, poor boy.
Oh, poor Lancelot.
Yeah. These things don't smell like they would be fun to bite into. I get it.
Edgethao, you are up. Jake? I can't hear you if you're talking, Jake.
All right. So I moved
I can
a
hear you
little
now.
bit, and then I'm gonna use infestation on this guy in the brambles.
Okay. Getting the guy in
He
the
needs to
brambles.
make a saving throw against the spell. I'm also putting in Discord.
Gotcha.
So con 12, pretty low, pretty crappy. I went suboptimal on my stats.
He failed it. What does it mean?
So he takes 1d6 poison damage and then moves 5 feet in a random direction.
Okay. Let's just roll a D8.
D4 for the. It
Oh,
says a D4, and then it specifies which direction based on what you roll.
South.
So there's only 4 directions.
What? That's no fun. I'm gonna roll a d8, but start at one is north. I think that's
I
my
would
All
favorite.
right.
too.
That's
Yeah.
fine to me.
So 2 damage. Cloud of Might covers his body. He doesn't seem
2
bothered by
poison.
it.
That matters. Yeah, I didn't
Oddly
think
enough,
this through. I didn't think this through. I should have just used my other spell. It does more damage.
I mean, it's interesting. To say the least. I wasn't expecting might.
Yeah, this
So
isn't the best spell.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he moves to the left, and he takes D4 damage. I know you just wanted him to move into the spikes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it
You
worked.
know me.
Oh, it did full damage too.
Dang. That's
He
more than the poison.
He's doing rough.
And he's stuck in there deeper. Has to take another one if he wants to move.
Yeah, he's looking rough, but he has all his limbs, surprisingly enough.
Except his
500
head,
IQ.
right? He's
Oh
missing
yeah,
his head.
yeah, he is missing his head.
One might argue the most important.
Depends on the
Is that a
person.
limb?
All right, is that it for your turn, Edge the Owl?
Yeah, and my phone might die, but I am actually on my way back to the charger, so it might not.
Okay. Lior, you are up.
All right. I want to run here and kick this guy back into the spikes.
Okay, do athletics check.
17.
Ooh, do I'm just doing strength. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't cheaty face this with a high save. He has plus. No, he has +1 strength. Okay, so you try to kick him back, but he is able to stand his ground as a zombie.
Well, darn. Well, that's all I'm doing.
Okay. All right. Zaro, you're up next.
All right. I'm feeling some more soul daggers. Wait. There's this red person right next to me.
That's Irina.
That's Irina.
Oh,
Please don't kill her.
okay. Yeah, she looks all scary. So I guess I'm gonna attack the one next to Lior. And I guess we'll do the first dagger first.
Do it.
14.
Hit.
Okay, and I should get sneak attack on that one, I think.
Yep.
For 10. Still standing.
You took off one of his arms.
That sounds like a yes to me. 12. Does that hit?
Yes. It does hit.
No, let's do another 9 damage on that guy.
Whoa! How the heck did you do that?
9 damage? 6 plus 3?
No, 21 damage.
What? The sneak
Oh.
attack part
The
doesn't
sneak
count.
attack.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? How
Would
is the
you
sneak
say
attack
he's
so
been
high?
disarmed?
Yes, because he lost his
That looks
other arm.
good.
He actually has no arms.
That's good.
Right, that means he can't claw you, so it's good.
Yeah. That was my plan.
500 IQ.
If I were to take one of your like 12-point attacks, 2 of those would down me. So
Yeah, we have the same health. Everybody has the same health. This whole
no,
campaign, pretty much.
you have 3 points more than me. I have the lowest.
Oh,
health.
you were one of the 24 people?
I
What a
was,
pleb.
Yeah.
Norbert has 20 health.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
talk about Norbert.
Yeah, I'm the HP baby.
When you say
Who
that
else has
everyone has
27?
27, you mean just Edge the Out and you
And the dog.
has 7.
Oh. Somebody said 27. I believed them.
I joked and said the dog had 27.
And I trusted you.
Why
All
does
right.
the zombie nearest me have a wrench on him now?
Oh, that's to remind me that he has no arms. It's just a
Okay.
reminder for me.
It's a reminder that he's just gotten wrench arms. He's got brand new wrench arms.
Somebody wrenched his arms off. It doesn't have a lot of good icons to use. So I was like, well, he can't use a wrench. That'll remind me. And Zaro, you still have inspiration. That's what the lightning bolts on your guy is.
Okay. Thankfully, I don't
Um,
think I needed it at this moment.
all right. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So this zombie is coming out here. Is going to take 1d4. 1, still alive, still kicking. And it's going to make 2 claw attacks on you because that's all it's got, Edge Thao. Doesn't got a head.
Good thing.
And they both hit. Does 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
I'm down to 16.
And then these 2 zombies come up next to you, Leor, and will attack you. The first one, the one
Wait.
with no arms, is going to just bite.
Wait, a quick clarifying question. Are zombies immune to being charmed?
Mm,
What are you charming them with? What do you possibly have that could attract a zombie?
Look, the question was just, are zombies immune to being charmed?
I feel like you don't know that.
Okay, well then I am gonna use cutting words to impose disadvantage on the one that's attacking me first.
Okay.
Oh, so that's not what it actually does. Roll a bardic inspiration die and then subtract that from the creature's roll. So I'm just gonna roll a d6.
Let me look at their. Okay. Um. Okay. What do you do to distract a zombie?
Say mean things to them. It's cutting words. I
Yeah.
I don't know how much flavor leeway you've got there. No,
No,
probably just like yell really loud, in try to startle them, sort of to, yeah.
Yeah. So, in the middle of its swing, it just kind of like shocks them for a moment. Did you need me to attack first?
No, you will, assuming that this works, and zombies are not immune to being charmed. Then you just subtract 4 from the roll that you will do.
For all attacks or just one attack?
I put it in the chat here. What does it say?
Damage roll. And ability check and attack roll. So just one roll. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this one's going to boop. Hit. And miss. And then one more. He doesn't have any arms for the second one, so he just bites. So let's see. You take the first one, claws you a couple times and tries to bite you, but misses with the bite. But he gets you with 2 claws, and you take 7 damage after subtracting 4. And then the other one bites you for 4, so 11 total damage.
Okay.
All right. And Norbert, you're up.
Move here. And I think Norbert is curious of the elements and the enemies that he faces. So I think he's going to use Chromatic Orb on this boy right here.
Thunder seemed effective, right? Question mark.
They looked
Fire-
a little worse for wear, but
And
It
That was
was not
DMC for
ineffective.
vulnerable.
No, it was just not ineffective.
Oh, that was all you meant?
so trying
Ignore me.
Firebolt last time and not noticing any significant effect, I think I'm gonna try Ice. So let's see here. I'm gonna cast it at a 2nd level. Or sorry, cold damage, not ice. Sub-zero. So being 19 hits, 12 cold damage to this zombie boy right here.
You freeze the zombie, the armless zombie. It kind of Sub-Zero style. His legs kind of snap off, and he folds over into just this pile of like just ice blocks, and he's dead.
Norbert is low key the most satisfied in the world.
You basically did like a Sub-Zero fatality on him.
Loving it. Intern.
All right. Irina rushes forward to the zombie here and stabs it in the chest, since she can't behead a zombie that's already beheaded. And kills it. All right. I've got 2. How many do you have, Zaro?
2? Question mark?
I think you just got 1. Norbert got the other one.
I think you're confused.
I just beheaded one and then stabbed the other, so I believe I'm ahead here. So
No. One of those was actually me. It was just a latent kill. It was winding up, you know. It was just waiting to die.
oh, okay, sure. Wink, wink.
Exactly.
All right. Edge Thao, you are up.
Oh, again? What the hell? Okay.
There's this one zombie left.
Recreating. Oh, and he's way the hell over there.
Correct. I mean, 30 feet.
5, 10. I'm gonna get on the other side of Lior. Because I only got 25. And I'm gonna use Infestation again. Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna use Chill Touch. I didn't even have to move. But I did anyways, and I'm gonna use Chill Touch. So I make a ranged spell attack with my modifier of +4.
I don't know what that is. That an attack roll?
Yeah, that's an attack roll for 8. So that probably misses.
That hits.
Dang! And then it does 1d8 necrotic damage. Oh, god damn it. 7 necrotic damage, and he can't regain HP until his next turn.
So 7 necrotic damage.
Realization in real
Yeah.
time there.
That's pretty funny. So you can see the necrotic damage actually does decay the creature,
little
and his
bit.
arm does one arm does fall off.
Hey! I didn't use my only good cantrip, which also does more damage, but whatever. It's melee, so I couldn't get there this time.
I mean, as written, necrotic is not immune to necrotic, but also narratively, it just makes sense that it would just cause it to rot and fall apart faster.
That makes sense.
All right.
Good to know, I guess.
Lior, you're up next.
I think I'll just stab him.
Do it.
All right, fab. So 14.
That's a hit.
Fab. Let's do it. 4 damage. 6 damage.
Ooh. And you took off one of its legs.
All
But it is
right.
hopping now.
All right. Cool. End turn.
All right. All right, Zaro.
scene.
All right, so I
I-
think you guys might know
Irina-
what's coming.
Irina yells out to you and says, "Hey, try to tie it up."
Are you in a rush?
Yeah, you bet. I'm gonna double soul blade this guy.
Hold on, does she mean actually tie it up?
No,
don't
I
have a
mean
rope.
I'm
We don't
ahead by
have a rope.
1.
Oh.
So we
Okay,
would be
so-
2 and
we
2.
should.
First attack there is 15 damage on the 24 to hit. Pretty sure that hits.
Yep.
Yeah, is it still alive?
After 15 damage, no, but it is missing its let's see, its other arm now. So it's 1 leg and a head.
So when I said it's still alive and you said no, you meant yes.
It started
it's-
off not alive.
yeah,
Oh.
no.
Oh, fair. Point
It
is,
was
it
never
needs more
alive.
damage. Okay, well, the other attack was a 9 to hit, which I'm guessing fails, but
No,
I
it hits.
would. Oh, dang. Okay, in that case, that one was only 4?
Ooh, you have ended its unlife.
Yeah. Take that, Irina.
All right. Well, I'm glad you could tie it up, Zaro. 2 for 2.
I'd like to use my boat bonus, or my movement to just stand in front of Irina to block her shot. To just physically stop her from killing the last one.
No, it's
Oh,
already
there are
dead.
no more.
Yeah,
Oh,
you finished
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You ain't better than me.
I'm sorry, but by the score, we're tied. So
All
Yeah,
right,
is that
let's
better
see
than
what's in
me?
the bags.
Is that better than me? That's what I thought.
I'm
Uh,
glad you could catch up.
Leor's gonna go check in on Lancelot, give him some pats, make sure he's doing okay.
Okay. He appreciates that. He's kind of like vibrating every couple seconds.
Oh,
I want to
Very
rename
anxious.
him to Boy.
What is this God of War?
No. No, that's a callback. That's a callback that you and Jesse didn't catch, I guess. That's fine.
The boy?
I'm sorry,
I
I
don't get it.
zoned for a second there, bud. What's up?
No, I didn't mean to derail. I just mentioned Boy.
He wanted to rename the dog Boy, and I did not get it.
Oh, I get it. You don't get it?
No.
Jeez.
I have enough to keep track of, Jesse.
I had to unzone for it, but I did get it.
No. So after defeating the zombies, Zaro quickly goes through all the bags there, and you find that tied to like one of their waist was a spool of hempen rope, and
Finally.
five silver and 16 copper.
Don't say Aaron never gave us anything.
Dude, the thing is, I already had this
Rope.
loaded, and I was gonna laugh so hard if you guys actually bought rope also, because this was already just in it. Like, rope was coming.
Yes, let's all praise Aaron for giving us the things that literally start on every single character.
Yes, sir. Hey, this is Curse of Strahd, dude. Be thankful for everything we get.
Oh, it's 16 copper. Not that that's like a huge difference.
No, it's worth noting though.
Not if all the vendors are like that other dude. It's really not.
Aaron, Irina, IRENA.
Yeah.
IREENA. Yeah.
Oh shit. Typo.
That's
Just said,
fine. All right. Well, I think this is it's already way past 8, so we'll call this a good stopping point.
Yeah. Good sesh, though.
Yeah.
I have the party's gold as 356 gold, 65 silver, and 16 copper.
Let's see. I think that sounds
Got
right.
it. Add an extra digit to it. He won't know.
And we'll be yet to pay the 100 from Homeboy until we reach our destination safely, correct?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's not including the money from who's it? What's it?
Yeah, you're welcome
Ismark.
for my persuasion check.
Ismark, thank you. Oh, goodness.
Ismark, yeah. So should we add 100 for Ismark?
You don't technically have that yet.
Okay. Irina has that and will give it to us when we safely get her to Valaki.
That is assumed, hopefully, or he didn't just forget.
We'll see.
Better not.
All right. You guys feeling good about Barovia now? It's a very happy place.
I'm feeling good about this wooden mask that I got.
That combat
Yeah,
went a
pretty
lot
sweet.
better.
That's pretty dope.
Do you feel good about it?
Let me tell you, let me show you how I put it on my character sheet. You can see I love having something on my character sheet that's description is just spooky.
Spooky mask.
Oh, before I forget, I cast Goodberry and I cast Aid on the 3 of you.
Cool. Aid
Oh.
is plus
5
5.
max HP. Yeah.
On all 3? Oh, I'm full health. I don't need to worry
The
about it.
3 of you. Well, it's max though.
So
But
it doesn't heal
also,
us. It's just to the max.
no, it also heals.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
your max is raised, and then your current is raised the same as your max.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. That. Yeah, it just makes it a little annoying to track when max HP changes, but good.
Okay, then quit giving me negative health drain.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, if you get it synced up with the character sheets, like there is like a very like the character sheets track it separately than your HP. So
Yep. I just need to have your guys' character beyond sheets pulled up. I think before I tried to use Roll20, but I could never get the rule sets to cooperate as well as Beyond did. So this was my my way to compensate for that. I don't know. I wish it would just update your token from beyond what your current total is. That would be nice.
I'd never used D&D Beyond though, and I really like the integration. It's nice.
Yeah, it just has a lots of bells and whistles that the character sheets in Roll20 doesn't have. And I found that Roll20 actually calculates some things incorrectly, like smite and sneak attack. Sometimes we're just wrong, and D&D Beyond seems to be a little more consistent about it.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Good session, everyone. No one died.
It's true.
Oh,
Is
you
that the bar?
that we know about.
Though someone did get their blood sucked, and you destroyed someone's door.
Yeah, like I'm really curious to see if Norbert has any long-term impacts now that Strahd has now that he's got a taste for you. Like
We destroyed the door is a lot like saying we killed that priest father dude. Okay,
Back to the
it
root
was
cause
not us.
analysis. Yeah.
I feel like
I mean-
Norbert just knows one more thing about vampires for sure.
That you can let them feed on you.
But at least
I
you feel good about it.
Yeah, I don't know what the lasting, effects of doing that will be, but
I mean, it couldn't have been that bad. He had good dreams later that night.
Yeah, no.
That's pie related.
We gotta fix this pie addiction. We gotta nip this in the bud, brother.
I don't
There's
think
like a 60% chance that
one
when
more
we
long
fight
rest and then we'll be
Strahd,
out of pie. So
I
Look-
think 2 slices of pie and Norbert doesn't know he has a problem.
Pretty sure Norbert is going to join Strahd in the final boss fight now.
If he's got good pie.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still thinking about it.
Lior may have accidentally become a warlock today. Like, who knows? So,
Yeah, out of character, I'm very curious about that because like this is just at least where my brain went. The wood mask is cool as shit, like lore wise, but like I was thinking like Majora's. Like Majora's mask is where my brain just first went.
uh-huh.
What's that
Yeah.
from? That sounds familiar.
Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
Lots.
I mean, there's been a couple of times where people have reached out to one or two of you.
Yeah, something talked to me.
Maybe a deity heavy campaign.
Maybe it was Sarah Lolly.
No, I specifically asked that, and you said it wasn't. Plus, I don't think she kills things. Not very hospitable, bro.
You know, it's an interpretable word.
That's true. It would be very hospitable to me to not kill me.
True.
All right.
All right.
Well,
I
good session,
good
y'all.
talking to you
Yeah.
guys.
Hey,
Have a
Yeah,
great-
we're on for next week.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Are we good for next week?
yeah. I
We should
actually
be.
think I don't have a deposition next week.
Okay.
I know of no
Yeah,
conflicts.
I'm good next week. I'm not good for the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, though. I'll be flying.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
I'll be spreading ashes.
Yeah, I think I'll
Wait,
probably be.
really?
Not our dads.
Oh, okay. I was like, you
Oh.
would have told me, right? Like, jeez.
Yeah, no, you were invited on that for sure. No, this is Andy's grandmother.
Okay. Oh my
Yeah, no,
god.
it's been a rough summer. There's been a lot of death.
Yikes. Okay.
Wow, I picked the wrong campaign.
Oh my god. No, I actually find horror like super cathartic because it's like a predictable
baby.
rise and release of tension. I think horror is great for tough moments.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm desensitized to it, so I feel like now's the best time to do Christmas.
Speaking to schedules, I think those very good points. I'm good for next week, but the week after I'm packing to head out of town, so I think I would have to miss the week after, leading into
All right.
Turkey Day.
Okay. Good
Yeah,
next
so
week,
that-
not the next week, the week after.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yep. All right. Hi everybody.
All right.
Yep. Have a
Bye,
good night.
guys.
Later.